Every state has their own probate threshold of time and timeline of how this stuff takes, but generally speaking, now I'm in Oregon. It's $75,000 here is the threshold for estates. Some places it's 40,000. Other states it's 100. But anywhere from 40 to 186,000, depending on the state you live in. If the estate is worth more than that, then that could trigger probate in that scenario, especially if beneficiary designations aren't taken care of. There is no TOD, commonly not done, as well as no POD on the bank accounts.
Yeah, right.
And it blows me away that they don't at least have people fill those things out automatically. They're often overlooked, and they are helpful to do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't do those. It's better to do that than not do it at all. But when a probate case is open here in Oregon right now, it's 6 to 9 months. And someone's going to have to keep paying the mortgage, the bills on the house, the car insurance. The life still has to go on, and they can't put that house up on the market and sell it. They can't rent it out.
Yes.
You know, they have to maintain the home, and that could be very problematic for a lot of families. And I always ask, like, hey, Dan, if someone passed away in your family, down mom or dad passed away, who's going to step in and pay the bills? And the answer usually is your most successful child. And then the other siblings are fighting and arguing.
I played the role. So my ex's mother, her father passed away, and he was a lung doctor, and worth several $1,000,000, and then it went into probate. So I had to continue to make the payments for her on the house. You had access to completely almost nothing to survive this. So it went about a year and a half before all this went through. And I was up to about $12,000 a month to secure her lifestyle of which she was used to. So thank God I had the money at that time to be able to host that.
But you had to pull out of your pocket.
I come out of my pocket to make sure that we didn't lose all the assets and continue to play the role of waiting it out for the probate to get done with. And they're going to fish out and see what you owe.
And you know, probate's not the problem. It's really not. It's this big scary word.
Yeah. Right.
But probate, it simply means to prove in Latin.
That's right.
And so some judge in your state still has to prove those assets. So when you don't have a plan at all, you've absolutely done nothing, probate is the backup plan for people that didn't plan. And now the state has to take into the process, generally speaking. Now, again, I'm no lawyer here, but from a 10,000-foot view, here's what happens when they're going through probate. Some judge in your state is going to take into inventory all of your assets.
That's right, yeah.
So they say, okay, Jason passed away here. Yeah. He had these 3 cars, this house, the apartment rentals that he had out. He had these bank accounts. He had these IRAs, 401ks, and this belonging here. So here's the value of his state. We take our fee off the top. Now, I'm sure every state has different set of probate fees, but commonly pointed out from what I've seen and understand, it's a wide range of 2 to 7%. So you take the middle number of like 4%, and off the top is going to go to the state. Now, if someone has $1 million estate, that $40,000 in 6 to 9 months down at the courthouse is pretty darn expensive, compared to a plan that's not even a tenth of that cost, and they could just bypass the whole 6 to 9 month line down at the courthouse. So ours is instantaneous. After they get a death certificate, they have the certificate of trust. By the time they're showing up, they're able to go and collect the belongings.
That's correct.
There is nothing that emotionally indemnifies a family after the loss of somebody, but I'd ask you this: is it your intention to be an unnecessary emotional and financial burden in addition to what they're already going through after you pass away? If so, don't get a plan. Common misconception in estate planning, you guys. Now, people go down to the county when they buy a house, and the county may have told them that, you know, beneficiary designations are a great way to keep their family out of probate, right? It's picking who the home's going to go to after they pass away. The banker may have even told these people when they went down and set up their bank account down there that a beneficiary designation or a pay on death, POD, at the bank is a great thing, that just give them the money after they pass away. They may have even gone down to the DMV, and they told them when they went on there that put a TOD on that RV, a transfer on death on that asset, right? Yeah. That's a great way to avoid probate. And you know, you guys, they could avoid probate. It absolutely could.
Yes.
But what if at the time of their death, any one of the heirs happened to be going through a lawsuit, a divorce, a bankruptcy?
Yeah.
These could all be problematic, and none of these other mechanisms that we just talked about have any instruction to hold that family's assets back. So I'm here to tell you that all the while the banker said that a POD was a good thing, I'm here to tell you that could be problematic if you were going through a lawsuit, divorce, or bankruptcy at the time of the death.
Right.
Same with inheriting any of those other assets like that RV, or even the home.